Challenge accepted! Firestar. You want me to give my thoughts to the Power Rangers combining weapons? Here we go. Hissatsu! Hissatsu actually means finishing move in Japanese. Um, First, of course, is the Howling Cannon or Power Blaster. Badass, 5 weapons turned into a giant blaster. Honest, Honestly, Black's is already a blaster in a way, because, well, he can. Well, you can turn the Power Axe into a blaster, and he did use it as a blaster, and Type Green did use once as a blaster. I guess his Power Bow. Daggers, nice. Just, but their butts. By the way, the daggers are actually short swords known as Sai. Yes, that's also the Japanese word for rhino. Um, and then there's the sword, of course. It would have been cool to see the Dragon Ranger and his Green Ranger's dagger go on there too. In Kyoto User, that also combines with the Xerex Blaster and the Kencho Spiker. This is Kencho Striker, I can't remember at the moment. Form the ultimate Howling Cannon. We probably won't get that because we're not getting Give Blasters apparently. Kaku Ranger would have been or Die Ranger doesn't really have one. Kaku Ranger didn't have one because their weapons are swords. Zeo had the O Ranger Bazooka, which is a power cannon, and then the Zeo Power Blaster, which is actually cooler. There's just different weapons. There's 7 weapons in one. And no, there's not so much Ranger in Japan. It's just green and blue have 2 weapons. So I think it's green and blue. Is it green and yellow? Anyway, blue and yellow. I don't know. I think green's was an axe. Turbo had the Ram Cannon. Or AM Cannon. There was Quadro Blaster in its base. Turbo Ram Cannon, I don't really remember that much. I never saw much Turbo. The Quadro Blaster, there's a reason it's called the Quadro Blaster. There's only 4 weapons combined. The 5th, the Spiral Saber, combines with the Astro Blaster. King of Man didn't have one, though the Triform Daggers do have a Star Formation attack. Rescue Bird was light speeds. Also turned into 5 weapons. Next up was Time Force's Vortex Blaster. Badass and automatically froze whatever the heck it hits. In fact, one episode it froze the monster's head. Wild Force is a little complicated. They didn't actually have the Jungle Blaster in Japan, but yeah, I still like it. I just saw a set of that. The Jungle Sword is also in there, but it wasn't Gao Ranger. I don't know what they called it Gao Ranger at the moment. Ninja Storm's Thunderstorm Bazooka. I'm gonna get to more into that in a bit, but that thing was awesome. Especially once the Thunder Rangers show. The reason I'm gonna get to that in a minute is because of Xerex Blaster. In Japan, Xerex Blaster in the superior Dino Bomber mode, I believe, you combine with Thunderstorm to form what it's dubbed in North America as Xerex Thunderstorm. It was never in the toys. It's not even possible in toys. Storm, Thunder. SPD had Rick, but he doesn't really count. Mystic Force, their weapons couldn't combine. Operation Overdrive had the Drill Blaster, which doesn't count. So, Drill Blaster had 2 heads. One was the Cement Mixer head, which would turn the monster into stone, and then the Drill head would blast them to pieces. It doesn't count. Jungle Fury, the clawback, they had the. You know what? Jungle Fury did have one. The Jungle Fury Rangers had the Claw Cannon, but they also could combine the Claw Booster with the Rhino Rangers Morpher. I say it counts. Next up would be RPM. The RPM Enforcer. Wow, that thing is nice. And it has a similar gimmick to the Tokyo. The Rankhead's Bazooka. I was trying to remember the name of it. We'll get more in a bit. And Shingeru had the 5-disc bullet and the zero and the what was it the bazooka. Well, 5-disc bullet was just basically a sword, recondizanto or fire smasher combined with the 5 discs and loaded up with anything else on the side. So I suppose you can get that as a combination weapon. Cassandra has the Mega Force Blaster, or Gosei Blaster. I don't remember what it was called. It was the 5 weapons combined. And the Leon Laser. And the Vulcan Header combined with the Morpher. Rowanite. Gokaiger doesn't really have one. Though they did have the Gokai Scramble and a bunch of other finishers and the Gokai Galleon Buster, which I may or may not get. Next up was the Busters. They had actually 2. Their sword and their blast. Their sword and the blaster, which looked like a camera and a pair of binoculars combined. And then the steering wheel for Tatsugami Lai-O and their sword can combine, but that's not coming. The Kyojers had the Gebra Cannon, which is the combination of their Morpher and their sword. Then they had the Kentra Spiker, which is the combination of all 5 of their main weapons with arms on. I got it wrong. I can't wait to do Kyoranger, by the way, because I'm going to actually do the dance. Again. I review the Morpher if I get one. And then Gabateria de Carnival, the Battleizer, can combine with a Morpher. Only with reds, though, because, well, he's red. And I believe Gold had a combination attack with the Sonder Thunder. He once rode the Kentra Spiker. Not in a dirty way. He just jumped on the back and it's long. And then Tokinger and Kit's Bazooka. They load up the energy Resha and it fires anything they need in the monster. Basically, one time they fired a stamp at the monster. Strangely, the Pink Ranger had just been watching ninja stuff and the Green Ranger's like, wait, why not something ninja? And she finished the monster off the car carrier with a car shuriken thing. So yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about 4 PRs, combined weapons, if there was any. And we don't know what next year's Sentai is yet. They probably will have one. I don't want to get Tokyo Tree, honestly, because I like trains. Yeah, that's all for now. And see you next time.